Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fill out a Florida Realtors purchase and sale contract, as is residential contract for purchase and sale. First things first, you're going to put your parties in. So we're going to use a subject property here, 7430 Carmile Avenue. That is in Newport Richey, Florida. So let's open up Google Chrome. What county is Newport Richey in? We need to identify that. You can do that with a simple Google search. That's in Pasco County. So we need to go to the Pasco County Property Appraiser. There you go. All through Google searches. Very simple. You're going to do a record search. Now, I've never been on this website before, but they're all very similar. We are going to search for the address. So our address is 7430, street name, Carmel Avenue. And here, the owner's information will pop up. Now back to the contract. Let me get rid of this screen in between. Parties. Who is our subject party? Let's add some text to this contract. So we're going to mark it up, grab some text, put a text box over here. Garner Rosa B. Let's drop that name in there. Put your LLC name here. Street address, city, zip. Sorry, I'm going to be more explanatory. For line number 2, put your LLC name. Line number 7, you're going to put the street address, city, and zip. So what's our street address? This right here. Let's add a text box. Located in, what county is it located in? Let's see, Pascopa County. Let me make sure I spell that right. Pasco County. Let's grab that. Line number 8, you're going to put your county first. And your county can be determined based on a simple Google search of what city it is and then asking what county it is in. Then we have your property tax ID. Your property tax ID is going to be a parcel ID here. It's also called a folio number. There we go. And the legal description. Line number 9, legal description. Let's find that here. Here we go, right here. Legal description. Seven Springs Home Unit 1 PB. Yeah. Here we go. we can put that over here to make it look a little bit more pretty. Now, we need to input the purchase price, line 27. What are we going to buy it for? Well, I'm going to buy this property for $120,000. So I'm going to take a text box and put 120,000. How much am I going to put down for EMD? I'm going to put $1,200 down for EMD. Now, on line number 42, you need to put the remaining balance. So this line right here, you're going to put how much is remaining. So you're going to take your purchase price and subtract the earnest money. I always like to use my calculator, even if it's obvious math, just so I can ensure my math is correct. So that'd be 118,800. You're gonna put your title agent's information in here. So let's see here. I'm just gonna copy and actually, you know what? In this video, I'm not gonna put my title agent's information in because I don't wanna share that with everybody on the internet. So I'm gonna let you put in your own title agent's information. You're gonna wanna put their name on line 33, their address of their office and their phone number on line 34, email on line 35, and fax on line 35. There's a box up here, number 30. Box number 30. Now, if you're making a wholesale cash offer with intentions to assign it, what I like to do is I like to put earnest money to be deposited within 7 days. That means I have 7 days that I can inspect and market the property before I have to put any earnest money down. If you do not put any number there, it will automatically be 3 days. On line 45, you need to set a date for when your contract is no longer going to be valid. With me, I like to have contracts that are no longer valid after 2 days. So right now it's January 11th. So we'll do January 13th. Zero, 2, 3. Now we need to put a close of escrow on line 53. When is this property going to close on? Currently, our close of escrows are on the 28th of January. So we'll do 01, 28, 20, 23. This is a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. Except for line 83, that one is very important. You need to click this. Buyer may assign and thereby be released of any further liability under this contract. Pause right now and take note. This is so important. If you're doing wholesale contracts, you need to check this box. Buyer may assign and thereby be released of any further liability in this contract. Let's grab the marker and let's make a check. There we go. Now this is going to be a cash transaction. So on line 88, we're going to check that off as cash. You don't have to worry that much about all of this other stuff if you're just doing standard transactions. The next thing that you're going to want to take note of is line 172. On line 172, it says, buyer shall designate a closing agent and pay for owner's policies and charges for closing services related to buyer's lending policy, endorsement, loan closing, or, and then another thing. So most of the time, if you're doing a wholesale transaction, you're paying the closing costs. So we're going to check line 172 to let them know that you will be doing the closing costs. Now, under home warranty, you're going to check non-applicable. Then you're going to go down to line 196, and you're going to check seller shall pay in full prior to or at the time of closing any assessments allowed by the public body to be prepaid. For any assessments which the public body does not allow prepayment, option A shall be deemed selected for such assessment. This means that the owner has to pay off all the liens for the title to transfer. You're not inheriting any debt. Next thing you need to check off is line 261, the inspections. How long are you going to put for your inspection period? For me, I put 7 days, and there's a reason why I put 7 days. My earnest money is due in 7 days, and my inspection period is 7 days. That means that I can find a buyer for my contract before my inspection period is up, and I don't have to put any collateral into the deal until I find a buyer. Now, there's a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo here. One thing that you want to take note of is you see these boxes down here. You want to be initialing these boxes when you're signing. Every single page, you need to initial these boxes at the very bottom left-hand corner. These things you don't really have to worry about unless if you're adding extras to your contract. Most of the time it's just a standard cash purchase and sale contract. However, sometimes you will be having special riders and addenda that will go along with this, and that's when you'll be using this section. But don't worry about it if you're just doing a cash transaction. Any additional terms, you can add them here. That could be anything. Even I'm going to pay 50% of the cost of the house in equal value of bananas. You could put that term here, and that term can be enforced. It is a ridiculous example, but it is something that can be enforced. Now, you're going to do your signatures down here. So you're going to put your date. You're going to put your buyer's name. And you're going to sign up here. Don't worry about this buyer's address for purpose of notice. And don't worry about these cooperating sales associate or cooperating brokers, unless if you are a realtor. That's all there is to it. Very simple. Watch this video, fill it out a couple of times, and you'll have this down packed.